All right. I've been meeting with the juniors this week, so I just kind of want to do a quick overview of what we talked about. Obviously, I'm Mr. Kasner, the counselor. To be a senior, you must have 19 credits by the end of this year, which we're in good shape to do. To graduate, you must have a 2.0 GPA. If you look at your cumulative GPA and it's close to a 3.8, and you've taken AP courses, you might want to try to earn an honors diploma. Your GPA at the end must be a 3.8, and you must have completed four AP courses with exams. I got the graduation requirements in there. I got the courses that have been offered the last few years. I got a sample transcript. Down here is where you get your cumulative GPA. It's always in this bottom corner. You don't start ranking till your senior year. Da, da. All right. Since your senior year, there is flexibility in the classes you choose. If there's a college that you're really looking to get into, you might want to do a common data search, that college name. And in the common data set, category C is usually or category C is the new admissions, and it talks about the GPAs, the test scores of that class, the incoming class, what they were. And they always have required, or not always, usually will have required and recommended courses there. So you might want to make sure that you have the required and the recommended classes, um, at least one or the other, to obviously be most competitive. Try to do as much as the recommended classes as you can. And I can always help you look for this, and you can always reach out to the admissions counselors at those schools. I've found that they're always very helpful and want to help any student or family that reaches out. I threw in a sample senior schedule. Basically, there's a lot of flexibility your senior year, so it'll differ kid to kid, but this is a kind of what the classes will look like. All right, everyone's going to have to take an English class their senior year. You just got to decide, am I taking LA 12 or am I taking AP English language? If writing is a strength and you want to show that off, maybe AP English language is a choice for you. Math wise, there's a few options you can do. If math is not an area of strength, you might want to do financial algebra, which is more real world math. Um, if you want to keep going up the stairs, if you finished algebra 2, the next class would be AP pre-calculus. If you're in AP pre-calculus this year, you should be doing AP calculus AB next year. AP stats could be switched out for any of these classes as well, but usually you want to take a math every year. If you're an eighth grader, technically if you took algebra in eighth grade, technically you've had 4 years of math. But I would never take a year off of math if I want to have a college, if I want to have a competitive application. Social studies, usually seniors do U.S. government. U.S. government is usually paired with a social studies elective, which here it's been street law. Um, you can do AP U.S. government. Um, we didn't have the numbers last year, but if enough people want it, there's always a possibility, and it's always available through virtual school as well. Science, a vast majority of you would have completed the required courses, which are biochemistry and physics. So you're not required to take a science your senior year, but if you're going to go to a STEM field, you might want to do an AP science, like AP environmental science will be offered next year. I mean, if there's a class you really want, like AP bio, regular environmental science, human anatomy, you could always put that in there or let me know that's what you want. If there's enough demand, maybe that is a possibility. But we've had AP Bio the last 2 years, so it really should be AP Environmental Science. World languages, if you've had your 2 years, that's all that's required. If you have continued with your world language, then you're going to finish all the way to the AP. That looks great on your college application resume. Just, I mean, just do what you feel is best there, just as long as you have the 2 years that are required. CTE, like I say, senior year, you have flexibility. You have a chance to take quite a few CTs if you wish to. If you take three in a certain area, you can get that endorsement on your transcript and you get a cord at graduation. And especially if there's a pathway in a career field you're interested in, a major field you're interested in, it is a way to show interest and that you've researched that interest on your transcript. Um, you're the last class that needs a computer-based course to graduate, like a VitCom, a coding, the engineering classes. Just make sure you've completed one of those. I'll also be checking that that is in your plan. You must have 3 semesters of PE. Unless you did 2 years of ROTC, then you only need 2 semesters. You must have a semester of health. You must have a year of fine arts. Obviously, you can always do more. The honors diploma we talked about. This was in an email at the beginning of the year, but it's just kind of things to be doing your junior year. The biggest thing you can do as a junior is just get the strongest grades you can, as this is the last full year colleges will look at when making admissions decisions. Um, you also get the DIA does all juniors take the SAT in school in the spring. So March 4th, we will be taking the SAT. You have your PSAT results from this year. So you can use that to start studying to make sure you can get the highest SAT score possible. Not all colleges require college entrance exams anymore, like the SAT and ACT, but it's better to have the score and not need it than to need the score and not have it. Um, yeah. Let's see, you'll have a video link of how you can do that. Um, it's not too early to open a common application, which is a college application for like 1,000 colleges. So you can set that up and start working on your college applications early. Um, College Board has a Bright Futures program. If you do their activities to start planning your future, you can automatically be entered into scholarships. Those are two things you can be doing. With your PSAT score for the SAT prep, you have this breakdown here. I would just look for areas where I have the fewest boxes filled out. Obviously, this student did very well in algebra. That is one of the best areas I would study for an SAT exam, just because it makes up 35% of the SAT math score. So it's good bang for your buck. Advanced math is another one. It's 32%. So this student really should focus on doing some SAT prep there. And the English conventions as well would be a good area to do. You can do this prep through Khan Academy and through Blue Book, and I'll attach a video that kind of talks about that. But thanks for taking the time. Just make sure in School Links you have the classes you'd like to have your senior year, because that's what we use for building schedules and planning for next year.